we're going to get ready to go right here. Our pickup personnel right in. It's going to be Mr. Wade Kramer and Big Sage Haythorn helping us out down here. Folks, as we get ready to go, we've got some awfully good Broncs you're going to see here and some awfully good riders. In no random order that we're going in, we'll just let you know as they step up. We want to remind you that our judges, Danny Finley, Gary Crockett, have the final say-so about everything that happens in the arena, and thanks to them for being here. Don't forget, Lyman Rotary is one of the major players in this event, and they're offering a free concert in the park July 17th and August 22nd. $25 gift certificates. There'll be 200 of them as part of the COVID-19 community stimulus program. But on August 3rd, you're going to want to be sure and be there as they bring the second annual mouse races. All the mouse races proceeds go to community projects, including the Eastern Colorado Veterans Memorial. You actually bet on the mice. So you're going to have your hands full with that. Where are we going first down here, men? Looks like we're going all the way to number 5. Stacy's got them on set and ready to go down there. And the cowboy is going to be who? We got to get a flagger. All right, we're going to get that to you, and we'll be underway here in just a moment. All right, we're going to go first to Devin Cisneros. He's the man that is going to be the first guy out. And he has gone one that they call Lucifer. That is where we are headed. The cowboy's got his hands full, there is no doubt. Let's see what happens right here as we pull down that everyday working saddle. You know, we talked about Jeremiah Ward and what he's done and what he had done for this community. Everybody's got their own stories, but I can tell you one thing for sure. The wilder it gets, the better he liked it. And he's sitting up there on the right hand of God watching one of the best bronc ridings that will ever take place, and it is right here in his hometown and in his memoriam. So ladies and gentlemen, all I ask you to do is make sure that you make as much noise as you can for each and every one of these bronc riders. Because I want them to hear us to Denver, and I want them to hear us up in heaven, and I want them to hear us everywhere they can, because it's about supporting the cowboys, it's about supporting the family, and it's about memorializing a cowboy that loved the cowboy way of life more than anything else. Let's see what happens right here as we go to Lucifer and Devin Cisneros. Here we go, let's make a little noise. Yes, sir, go on with it. Oh, Devin's in trouble. Oh, easy now. Well, I'll tell you what, cowboy hit the ground, but he didn't let go of the hack rein, and unfortunately, he sends the big horse crashing to the ground, but it's going to be a no score for Devin Cisneros. How about you give him a great big round of applause? So from there, we're going right down here to chute number 4. Looks like this is going to be Bronc Chamberlain. Bronc Chamberlain is the red-headed man that steps aboard the horse simply known as Elsa. We'll see how that works out for him. We all know that Elsa is cold as ice. We'll see if that gets iced out right here. All right, looks like we're going right here. Lots of help from his teammates from the JOD and Brown Mill crew. There in chute number 4, Bronc Chamberlain getting ready to go. Little visit down there between our judges and the big bay horse down here giving Bronc Chamberlain fits. Folks, as you watch this, remember, this is the 10th annual. Doesn't even seem like it could possibly be that long since the tragic accident happened. But here we go. Let's make a little noise. Go on, Bronc Chamberlain. You bet. Go on, Bronc. Let me hear a little noise for Bronc Chamberlain. All right, we'll wait for the score to come in. They score it like this: 1 to 25 for the cowboy, 1 to 25 for the horse. Possible score of 50 per side. Total score of 100 is achievable. We've never had a 100 pant bronc ride, but we could have one here, so we'll see what happens as the score comes in for Bronc. It is going to be a score of 58 for Bronc Chamberlain. Now, not the highest score, but he's the first man with one down. Here's the deal. The horse just didn't give it to him the way he wanted to, so he did the best that he could, and that is what he comes up with. So let's see where we're going right now. Chute number 3, I'm going to guess. Nope. Going to go to chute number 2. This is going to go to a cowboy by the name of Joe House. He has drawn one they call Thunderstruck. And Thunderstruck, a horse that comes to us from the Kramer bucking horses, he is a little bit of an unknown wild card. We're just going to have to see how this works out for the man and see if it is a good draw. See if it takes him to the winner's circle. See if it makes everything better for him when he takes home that championship. So as the cowboy comes down the middle of the bay horse right here, got everything right and tight, got his rope tied on. That's going to be in lieu of the night latch. He's got his measurement right. That hack rein helps him with balance. Make sure that he doesn't get pulled out over the front or thrown out over the back. Here comes your cowboy. Make a little nose. Joe House. Come on, Joe House. Oh, no. Man, he had him a ride started, ladies and gentlemen. The big heads up, heads up. The big bay colt hits the ground. I'm going to tell you what, we have better give that cowboy a round of applause. They're going to offer him another horse. Folks, let me ask you this. Do you think he should take a re-ride? Well, let's see what our judges say, and he took it. We are going to see that cowboy back. My goodness, no fault of his own. That was looking good. All right, let's go to Justin Quint. He's going to be the man on one they call Strawberry Dust. Are you kidding me? Strawberry Dust. Sounds like something you would buy in Colorado at one of those green shops. Strawberry Dust. All right. Well, Sage tried all he could to hold on to the big horse. The big horse decided he is going to go somewhere else. And what do you do with 1,200 pounds of horse that wants to go somewhere else? You just let him do it. All right, let's see what we got right here going to the next cowboy. It's going to be Justin Quint. All right, so we're ready to go right here. It's going to be Justin Quint, fourth man out. Strawberry Dust, the name of the horse. I've been watching Strawberry Dust down here, and I think a far more apt name would have been the Strawberry Killing Fields or something, because this one is not nice. He is giving Justin Quint fits on the bottom end, trying to get everything tight. Every time they pull him tight, the horse just reacts. Now here comes the cowboy climbing down on. This is the most important and the most dangerous part of the ride as the cowboy gets down where he needs to be. He needs everything to be set just right. He needs it to be 100% tight, because if it's loose, it's going to move, and if he moves, he's going to lose that grip, and out he's going to go. So let's watch Justin Quint and Strawberry Dust make it to the arena. There we go. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. You got him. Heads up. Heads up. You got the... Keep your hands to yourself. All right. Unfortunately, the buzzer didn't go off, but the cowboy made the time, so he is good. How about a nice round of applause for Justin Quint? Nice job, Justin. We made you ride him about 15 seconds longer than you needed to, but that's all right. You did good. So a good score comes in for Justin Quint. Going to move him right to the top of the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you, how about this? 72 points. So looking good for the cowboy. We're going to go to a cowboy here by the name of Bob Danner. Bob Danner is going to be up the fifth man to ride, so we're not quite halfway through. Bob Danner has drawn Comanche Moon. So we're going to find out how he gets along with this tough horse from Wade Kramer. We're out down here at chute number 3. Pretty solid set of bay horses right here. They are bucky. They are ready to get it on and play the game. We look right here, the cowboy's getting some last-minute advice. Got that red, white, and blue hack rein. Got everything right, flat hat pulled down tight, and it is time to go. See what happens. I don't know if it's going to be a slow ride or a fast ride, but either way, we're going to get something done. Bob Danner, Comanche Moon. Oh, watch out, that saddle is loose, boys. It's loose. Saddle came off. Probably better that it came off there than when it could have came off that's all he's going to take home here today. We go to a cowboy by the name of Josh McGuire. Josh McGuire is the man. He has got Stumpy. So a lot of them Josh McGuire fans out there, I can hear them making noise in the background. Let's see if we can make this happen. We got one still in the pen we've got to get out before we can do anything. All right, how many of you out there are rooting for Josh McGuire? All right, everybody's hometown, sounds like to me. Now, pickup personnel to the right. He's slipped up here where he needs to be. Climbs into that everyday working saddle. What that means is it's got a saddle horn still aboard. You know, most of the associations ride with what we call an association saddle. It means it has no saddle horn. It's set up to work a different way of a regular saddle, and it's used in all associations, approved in the PRCA all the way down to the CPRA or whatever it might be. These are everyday working saddles like you'd go check cows on. And if you end on this the wrong way, well, you're going to be singing in a different voice tomorrow. Here comes your cowboy. Make a little noise. It's wild, that's for sure. It's wild. Cowboy gets it done. We'll see what they think for him right here. Here comes your pickup personnel to get him on the ground. So Stumpy and Josh McGuire make the 8-second mark. They're just going to put their hands together down here, see how it all works out for them. I am going to be 68. 68 for Josh McGuire. Going to put him in second place unofficially. Got a 72, a 68, and a 58. And that was half. That was half. That was half of the horses so far. Oh, they tell me there's been a correction on Josh McGuire. Going to be a 66, not a 68, but that still doesn't change the fact that he is second place right now, unofficially. So now we're going to move up here and we're going to go to Balin. That's going to be Balin Ward. Squirrely is the horse that he has got. It's a pretty apt name. Balin Ward's pretty squirrely. The horse he's got is pretty squirrely. Balin's riding with a fractured pelvis, and going to be pretty sticky if you're going to ride squirrely with a fractured pelvis. That's all I can tell you. Let's see what happens right here. This should be a pretty good matchup. Balin's going to fight through the pain in honor of his uncle. Let's see how it works. So here we go. Balin Ward and Squirrely coming to you. All right, folks, what do you say here? Look at this. Yes, sir. Go on. Go on. Yes, sir. You did a heck of a job, young man, a heck of a job. We're proud of you, and we're happy for you. So it's going to be a 73 for Balin Ward. That's going to move him to the top spot with about 5 left to go. So 5 tough horses yet to go here. We're going to see how it works out as they're going to get them saddled. And we'll wait for that momentarily as they've got quite a bit of work to do trying to get these horses right. You know, when you ride these tough horses like this, you use that half rein we talked about, you use that saddle that we talked about, but you also got to have a lot of try. And I'm going to tell you that Balin Ward, for a man with a broken hip, broken pelvis, whatever the case may be, that boy's got a lot of try for sure. Gonna go Colton Potter out here, one they call Sunray. Sunray's the name of the horse that we're going to go with. Colton Potter is the young man that is going to ride him. We've talked about Colton and him being on one of the ranch teams here. They're on the JLB team. The Cowboy is also, like we talked about, going to the National High School Finals. And him and his sister, they've got their own cattle company. They're in eastern Kansas. Helps his dad on a big place there. And he's been part of the team that has been to the World Championships. Got the WRCA, so a pretty well-rounded cowboy. Also a nice young man. He just had him a pretty good graduation party here a few weeks ago. We're proud of everything that he's done. We wish him luck in his future endeavors. And right now, we just hope that he can get by old Sunray and get it done. So here we go. It's going to be a good watching as we start into the final 5 of our bronc riders. Here we go. Let's see if it happens. Come on, Colton Potter. Yes, sir. Look at that. Go to him, Colton. Go to him. Yes. Turns low, skin to him. Look at the head drop. Yeah. Very nice. Good control right there by the cowboy. Let's see what our judges think about it. Should be a good ride. The horse had her nose plumb down in the ground. Colton's still riding her. He'll have her broke to ride in a very short time if they don't get him off of her. And here comes your pickup personnel, reading back and helping him get the flank strap. Now we'll go to the cowboy and set him down. Hey, how about you give a nice big round of applause to that cowboy right there. What a nice job by Colton Potter. Let's go to the next cowboy. Going to be coming up momentarily. We'll wait for the scores to come in. The scores to come in, and then we'll go to the next man. Looks like we're going to move up here to chute number 2. It'll be a 62 for Colton Potter. That's going to put him at about 4th place unofficially. So Colton Potter with a 62. Let's go down to Gatlin Huddleston. He's going to be up next, and he has drawn a horse that they call Katie Elder. Katie Elder is going to be the name of the horse. If you've ever watched The Sons of Katie Elder, it's an awful good show. See if this young man can do the movie justice right here. Right down here, we see him bringing in the roan horse. Colton Potter just rode. We talked about that score. And a good job for him. We're going to move down here to chute number 2. We're on the short end. This is number 9. So after we get done with this young man right here, actually this is number 8. Still have 4 to go. Here comes your man right here. Go on, Gavin, go on. No, get away from him. Don't get hurt. Man, the cowboy had a little trouble right there. So I don't know for sure. I'm going to talk to the judges. My guess is there's going to be a re-ride option. Gatlin, you going to take the re-ride? All right, a re-ride option, and he says he's going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. So a nice round of applause for Gatlin. We're going to be seeing him here in just a minute. So we go to the first of the 2 cowboys, I believe, from Louisville, Kentucky. Preston Smith is the man climbing the board right now. He's on one they call the Duke. See if this is going to be something that works for the cowboy. So far, it's been a pretty good bronc riding with a lot of good scores, a lot of things that we're not sure about how it turned out because the horses fell down, so they'll be back. But a 73, a 72, and a 66 in the top 3 spots right now. Oh, my gosh. Well, tough luck right there for that man as he hits the ground early, but no score for him. So we're going to go to the next cowboy and see how it works out. A couple of re-rides coming your way, but still a couple of straight horses that we've got to do. Right now we're going to a bucking horse named Fiona. And the cowboy that has drawn Fiona is Taos Ramos. Now, Fiona, I believe, is a fictional character from Shrek. Is that right? All right, there you go. She's a princess and an ogre by night. Know a few of those. All right. Let's see what happens for chute number 1. Time to go. Here comes the cowboy, Taos Ramos and Fiona. Come on, Taos. Well, that's a little tough for that cowboy, and we take a no score there. Hate to see that. Give him a nice round of applause if you would. So the work, get these things strapped down right, get these rigs out, let it go. chute box down here, making sure the cowboys have everything they need before they nod their head. He pulls that flank tight. If by some chance somehow people tell you that they use these flanks to make these horses buck, we've said it a million times, we'll say it again today. You can't make one of these horses buck. They either do it because they like it or they don't do it at all. That belt is just like you putting on your belt to go to work. It's just a reminder that things are about to take place. So we'll see what happens right here as the cowboy gets everything right. This is the young man.
Young horse yourself? Yes, sir.
Going to be Will Sampson. Will Sampson. He is Buster right here. That's what we're looking at. This is going to be the number 11 man. So we have one to go after this and a couple of re-rides. It's a big Will Sampson on Buster. Gets him hack rein, gets his measurement. And now he is just about ready to shake his face. We're going to see how it works out for him. Here we go. Come on, Will Sampson. Oh! You bet, you bet. Give him his head, give him his head. There you go. Oh, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Nice round of applause for the man. Could have got dangerous right there, but he slipped him a little rein and things worked. Let's see what the judges say for Big Will Sampson and Buster. It's going to be a 56 total for the cowboy. So not the ride that he wanted. We're going to go down to the final man of the first 12, I believe. This should be Phillip Smith, is that right? Phillip Smith on Johnny Jump, the name of the horse. So we're going to see if he can step up here and get this done the way he needs to. As he gets everything right, we get the flank cinch on and see how it's going to work out for Phillip Smith and Johnny Jump. Getting ready to call for him. Nothing like feeling good when you get one like that done. Yeah! You know that cowboy's saying right now, don't you? When you hot, I tell you. When you hot, you're hot. So as the score comes in, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tie. That cowboy comes in with a 73-point ride. Now, Johnny Jump and the other cowboy, Balin Ward, in a tie for first place. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We've got two to go. So, as we get ready to go with the final two, these are re-rides. These are cowboys who have already been on one bronc, and now they need another one. Now, we have a 73 twice. And we have a 72. So first and second right now are being split by Phillip Smith and Balin Ward. If anybody wants to change that, they need to be 73 and a half or higher. The first of the two re-rides will be coming your way. One of them is going to be Gatlin Huddleston, and the other one is going to be Joe House. So that neck rope, what it's for, ladies and gentlemen, they put it around there for the safety of the horse and of the cowboy. These horses, they learn tricks. They learn how to do different things, not only to keep cowboys on the ground, but to psych them out in the chute. One of the best ways to get a cowboy off your back in the chute is to rear up or act like you're going to squat down and jump forward or flip backwards. That is a nightmare for a bronc rider, as he has got nowhere to go. He's trapped in that box. And there's been cases where we've seen those horses turn over backwards on a cowboy and be upside down. The only thing you can do then is open that chute gate while the cowboy takes a crushing. Well, we have just a little bit of time to get things done here. We're watching as Gatlin Huddleston gets her pulled down tight. And it looks like he's going to be ready to go here momentarily. As we talked about, two cowboys left to go, Gatlin and Joe. Both of them had their horses fall down on them. Unfortunate accident, but part of what happens from time to time. 310 to Yuma is what we're talking about right here. It's time. Come on, let's get one, Devin. You bet. Look at this. Come on. Go on with it. Yes, sir. Go on with it, Gavin. Yeah. Yes. Oh, no, no, no. No. I got to tell you what, Atlanta, the odds are against you. I tell you what the deal is. They're going to give he said that's it, that's no more. Everything was good, but ladies and gentlemen, he didn't make the whistle and he's not going to take the re-ride. So, I'll guarantee you what, that cowboy certainly deserves a round of applause. He rode two tough horses, and we'd ask you to give him a great big round of applause. Let's go down to the final man right here. It's going to be Joe House. All right, let's see what happens right here. Right now, we're going to let everybody know that as we get closer to the end, this has been a great bronc ride. Right now, we've got a tie for first and second. And we're going to have to see how that plays out over the course of the rest of the day. This is the last ride that can change it. Oh, the cowboy's right. He's got his hack rein. The bay horse is good. It's time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All we ask is you make a little noise as the cowboy makes his entrance into the arena. Hang tight, cowboy, hang tight. He makes the whistle. Now he finds the pickup man. Who can hear you now? And it's not going to be enough to put him the top of the leaderboard. He comes in with a good score. 69.69 for Joe House. So here's the deal. Before we give you the results, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for a great, great cause, of course. You know, we're here for this great rodeo. But we're here because we're paying tribute to a man by the name of Jeremiah Ward. And I don't know how many of you knew Jeremiah, but so those of you that didn't, the background is that, you know, he's a young man who loved this community, loved the way of life that he lived. He was a cowboy. He was a man that could do anything. And there were two things that you knew about Jeremiah. One, if you were in a fight, you wanted him on your side. And two, is if there was a bronc riding around, he was going to be in it. So as we get ready to close out another great event, and that's what it's been, we'll tell you that everything that we do here is to honor that young man. He was killed tragically in a tough, tough accident. And all we ever did here when they started this was wanted to memorialize that young man. And I would say that the rodeo committee has done an amazing job by bringing these great horses every single year here to this rodeo. And the one thing that we try to always do every time that we can when we pay tribute to anybody is send them out in a way that would epitomize the way that they were. So as we get ready to close out this event, I see that Jeremiah's family is here, as they are every year. We say thank you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for letting us do this and keep that alive and to bring that spirit and that greatness right here to you in this arena. Well, they're fixing that pin right there. I'm going to tell you just real quickly about an experience I had with Jeremiah and with my friend Darrell Wade. We were at a ranch rodeo in Pampa, Texas, and we were in a establishment where they sell adult beverages, and somehow an altercation broke out. And I'm kind of a politician. I was trying to talk my way out of it, and I was backing up, and I was trying to get myself out of there without getting the 4 of us that were there against the 35 that were there beat to death. And as I backed into a wall. And that wall was Darrell Waite. And at that point, I thought, well, now there's 7 of us, because Darrell makes 3. And about that time, somebody tapped Darrell on the shoulder, and we turned around, and it's Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, I got your back, and I got a tire iron. Let's get him. I said, all right, boys, you want to fight? Let's just do it. Well, luckily, it didn't end up in a fight. We all got out of it all right, but that's just the kind of the man that he was. If he was there for you, he'd be there for you 100% through thick and thin. And so as I look down here in the arena, and I look at all these great folks, the cowboys, the bronc riders, the judges, the men and women that knew him, we lose a lot of lives in this business. We lose a lot of lives in this world. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say right now that if you have the opportunity every single day, every single second, make sure that you hug your loved ones, because you're never ever guaranteed that next day. So in this strange time that we live in, please make sure and tell your family members that you love them. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, in chute number 3, we're going to have a little bit of a memorial here for the man that we named this bronc riding after. I'm simply going to turn the music up and wait. We pay tribute to Jeremiah. We know that he is sitting up there watching us down here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale for the Jeremiah Ward Memorial. Let me hear it one time. Round of applause for a great afternoon. I need Jeremiah's family, as soon as the arena is clear, I'll need Jeremiah's family in the arena, and I need Phillip Smith and Balin Ward in the arena as well. So right out here we have Tina Waite and Luke Ewing and the whole crew. And here's how we ended up. We had a tie for first and second. So Phillip Smith on Johnny Jump and Balin Ward on Squirrely, they tied at 73 points. And so I believe that what we're going to do is we are going to split the prize money. That's how they're going to do that, obviously. So each cowboy will receive $1,000. But there's a buckle at stake, and there's a bronc halter at stake. And we're going to flip a quarter, I believe, to see who wins what. So are we ready to flip down there? Is that what we're doing? You guys step out where we can see you. There you go. Step out, Balin and Phillip, step out.
Take a thousand.
Take him out of the arena.
Nope. Keep.
I know.
Nope. Keep.
I know.
Clear your card and start over.
All right, so folks, this is the way the cowboy world works. The cowboy world works like this. You have respect when you earn respect, and these boys have respect from everybody. Balin Ward is Jeremiah's nephew. He was the first man to be 73 in the arena. On the top end, Phillip Smith was 73 last. So I'm going to tell you what the goodness of these cowboys is. They had the equal opportunity to flip a coin and see who won that buckle. But Phillip Smith, out of respect, not only for Balin, but for this riding, for this bronc riding, and for the way of life we love, said simply, you take the buckle, he's your uncle, you deserve it. Phillip's going to take the bronc rein, which means just as much to a lot of these cowboys, and they're going to split $1,000. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to these two champions, Phillip Smith and Balin Ward. Thank you. On behalf of the family, folks, myself, and the Ranch Rodeo Committee here in Colorado, we appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. We'll see you at 5 o'clock.